Hi all, today we are going to see another trigger scenario. The scenario is prevent the deletion of accounts where the rating field is hot. This is the scenario. I'll explain the question. Here, whenever a person is deleting the account records, if the rating field is hot, then the record should not be deleted, and the error message is, it should show the error message like a deletion not allowed, and this account rating is hot. Yeah, while creating a trigger we should know the three things. One is on which object and which operation and which event we are doing. So on which object we are trying to create a trigger. Here, deletion of account records. So the object is account, and the operation is, here we are trying to delete the account records, right? The operation is delete. Object is account. The event, before or after, we have to decide. And here, if you observe the scenario, the prevent the deletion of accounts, the meaning is we have to prevent the deletion if the rating is hot. So before the deletion only we have to do this thing. For that reason I am going with the before, and this is the object API name. It's an account, and here we are using the rating field in this trigger scenario. So this is the API name, and these are the pick list values of the rating. So now I'll create a trigger. I'll show how to create a trigger. Go to files and click on it, and go to new, and here click on the Apex Trigger, and here we have to give the trigger name, and here we have to select the object on which we are trying to create a trigger. After that, after selecting these two, you can click on the submit. Then it will show some of the triggers syntax. Yeah, now I'm creating a I'm creating a trigger and account, right? Already I had created account trigger. Here I'm adding the code. This is the syntax of the, and this is the trigger name, and this is an object. Here we have to mention an event. It's in a before, right? Before delete. So delete, before delete. Yeah, whenever we are in the before delete case, trigger dot is before and trigger dot is delete will be written true, and if both will return true, here we are using the and. So if both will return true, the whatever the code which is inside this block will be executed. So now we are trying to create a logic which is inside this block. And another thing we should remember, like the trigger should work for a single record as well as a more than one records. This is we called as a bulkification. Here I am using the old trigger dot old because we are in the delete context. So in the delete context, trigger dot old and trigger dot old map will be there, and a trigger dot new will not be there, because we are not creating or updating any value. So trigger dot new will not be there, and whatever the records we are trying to delete, those records will be in the trigger dot old, and it's in list. So I'm applying a for loop on the list, and for each iteration it will store one record of the account object. And here I'm here I'm checking its rating field is hot or not. If the rating field is hot, then I should add an error message to the record. To add an error message, we have a one method, like a add error method, to add an error. So here this is the error message it should show. Here we had given, okay. Yeah, now here no errors are there. Now we'll check this trigger is working or not. Now I'm setting this rating to hot. Hey 6. Yeah. Now I'll try to delete this record. Deletion not allowed. This account rating is hot. Yeah, it's working. Now I'll check for another thing. Now I'll check for another record. Here here it's warm and I'm changing it to hot. Here I try to delete the record. Yeah, here it's also not deleted. Here this trigger is working for single record, and you can try it for bulk records. It's like a homework. You can do that thing. Thank you. I hope this video will helpful for you. Thank you all.